and bundle up ever so slight with a blanket because I'm still cold. I never used to be cold when I was younger. Then I hit 35 and I am always cold.
It'd be like that, man.
Just like clockwork.
All the bone marrow just disappears, so there's nothing keeping you warm from the inside.
Right. Hello, everybody. This is Grimcad, and we are here on Wednesday with Dungeons and Dragons. We are playing 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, and we are in the Shifting City. I am Grimcad, your friendly DM, and we are beset by trolls. It seems to be sort of the theme for the last little bit. We are also joined by... we'll start at the far end. Tadpole. Say hi, Tadpole.
Hello, Tadpole.
Rick.
Hello there.
Guts.
Good morning. It's a wonderful day today.
Adrian.
It is time.
And last but not least, Zydroin.
A human construct, that's what time is.
Again, as last we met, we are still in the middle of this kerfluffle. That's what we're going to call it. Where we are slowly, or sort of speed dependent, attempting to escape from this troll bastion of trash. As you can see, the last thing we said was for the NPCs to help us. We sort of shouted at them, so I have gone ahead and rolled initiative for the NPCs, and I have put them on there. Hopefully this won't slow things down too much, but we'll see. Before we actually get into combat proper and we start to do actions and stuff, do we want them to sort of stay outside, or do we wish for them to sort of rush in and ensure our escape?
I mean, maybe like a beachhead, I was gonna say, because there's still quite a few down there. Do you want us to take one each or something? I've got control of heart currently.
Okay. Sure. You guys should have... You may have? Or you may not have. Yeah, you may have the Ratfolk, probably the... whatchamacallit, the Hags, Reg, so you guys can feel free to grab them if you'd like. And you can play them however. We will go ahead and jump right into it then, and we will start up top with the live trolls and moving.
Just quickly, I cannot control any of the rat folk.
Can you access their sheets? Can you just not control them? Let's see.
I can't move the tokens. I didn't look at them.
I can access their sheets, but yeah, can't move the tokens.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I've got access to sheets.
Alright, Vex should be good. Kip should be good. Apparently they've changed it again. I don't know. We'll make sure Reg is good.
Yay for Roll20.
Nah, some of them are like old settings, some of them are new settings. I don't understand what it is.
It's a clusterfuck.
Was that fireball? Got it.
It's just inconsistent. Alright, you should be able to control their tokens now.
Yes.
Alright, that token is actually out of there, I believe. Alright, Farron will at least move to where she can. She will ready in action to attack somebody if they come closer. This troll is mostly out of spells. He will do a Venomous Ray, targeting Farron, who has been coming up on him. Constitution save. Which he definitely makes. The Dire Troll, who is no longer a gerbil or hamster or small creature of any kind. Will move close to you, but he will dash to do so, so he will not attack. Radin will firebolt the troll that has been knocked down but not killed, thereby killing it. I won't even need to roll damage because he's already down. Rick, it is your turn.
I'm probably gonna continue this trend of running away.
Okay.
Work out how far I can.
Today
Had I used the wings of flying? Do I have flight at the moment?
Yes, I believe
Do
you
you
do.
remember?
Yes. Today on Ideas That Are Good, we run away.
Today on other ideas that are good, we blow up the place.
Yeah, we still
Already
got
trapped inside.
3 people inside, man.
Chill. Right around the corner, screaming at Zydroid to hurry up, they're right behind you.
Well, to be fair, they probably would just, basically be tailing me. It's not like I've been standing and fighting them here.
Are you just going to move the 60 or are you going to dash? Rick.
I'm gonna move the 60 because I want to hold an action just in case. Either this guy gets closer or someone shows up behind me.
Sounds good.
Oh well, Hart rolled really bad on his initiative.
A lot of the NPCs rolled really badly.
And is Vex actually an 11th level fighter?
What's that?
Is Vex actually an 11th level fighter?
She is.
She's been with us most of the time, remember?
Yeah.
But we're only 10th level, right?
Yes.
I believe so.
Yeah.
But they were also more powerful than us when we first met them. Although
Yes,
that was
normal.
that
How
was
the
like
drones
level
have
4 or
tables.
5.
That one's out of combat. Tadpole, it is your turn. I will just move these ones that are definitely out of the way.
Okay, so this creature here is not a troll, correct?
No, that is Adrian's familiar.
All right. So there's no troll within sight of me that I can move to see somebody, but
Not out of where you currently
so
are. no.
that is the closest troll.
Yes.
All right. Okay, that's where I'm going, I guess. 45 feet. Ah. And I will do a headbutt.
Uh, 14 does not hit.
Okay. And then I'm going to back away. I think I can get there.
Sue. Would you like to pick up the hags there, Guts?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. No, I can't pick him up. Oh, wait, no. Sorry. Not really.
Should be in all players.
No, yeah, I just had it on the ruler instead of the...
Ah. Yeah, I do that all the time.
Would you... Yeah. I'll have Sue move towards the mouth of the cave. Or wherever that is, right next to the skeletons. And it should be good. So I'll have her cast Acid Arrow.
Unfortunately, that didn't miss.
Yeah.
All right. This guy is one of the ones bringing up the rear. Zaj Rowan.
Feeling very much like Jack Sparrow being chased by tribals at the moment. Not gonna lie. I'm going to use this against what I assume is going to be an opportunity attack against me.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to dash to this corner.
All right, well, you are very correct.
Unfortunately, Zadron's not the shouting out kind, or else I'd be running, screaming, shit, fuck, oh shit, fuck.
Well, 13's gonna miss you anyway.
Yeah.
I sure hope so, anyways.
Would you believe it that it doesn't?
You get hit by a 13. Ooh.
Yeah, man. I've had a 12 armor class on my when I'm out of shapeshift form. That's why I really need to keep shapeshift.
Ouch. He bashes you for 19.
I mean, that's a scratch for me, really.
Tis only a scratch.
Oh, hang on. I need to quickly... Yeah.
Okay.
So this one is still
Yep.
polymorph.
This troll will dash forward. That'll be his action. Worsted. Or stat, excuse me. He will simply come forward, but he will not dash forward.
What's the range on hearts?
The range, I believe it's 30 feet. It may not be marked.
Yeah, I can't see a mark. No,
Or it might be in like the damage settings or something like that where you roll. Lurk is content to move to the middle, sit and watch. Zoosh. She is content to take the opportunity attack as she dashes forward. Which misses. Guts, it is your turn.
Alright, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to dash again because I'm flying. You said that gives me, what, 120 feet?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to make my way downtown.
Alright, you're going to take a single opportunity attack. But it's a good one!
From this guy?
No, from this guy.
That's okay.
He's ugly.
He's what?
He's ugly.
He is ugly.
They all are ugly. That's alright, though, as long as I'm out.
Adrian, it is your turn.
Da, da, da. Hold on. Okay, that does it. There we go. Good guy.
Okay, a wisdom saving throw or 3d8. Okay.
It's alright, I was raging, so I have resistance. But it was psychic damage.
And you know where he is.
I see you.
You can't hide from me.
Plot twist, they can plane shift.
I'm pretty sure with all the cities, that would just literally, you just see them teleport and then just go everywhere.
It would probably not be a good idea, that's for sure. Heart.
And just get splattered. Heart will move basically to the entranceway, and then can they attack separate things, or is it attack?
Same target.
Same target.
You do the normal one, and if you ever miss, it becomes empowered.
Yeah.
Those are both hits, however.
Nice. Wasted my crits on the advantage rolls, though. Yeah. I got more of
The skeletons.
Sad. This guy.
Okay, we will take the first three, all of whom miss.
4. He's
Oh,
got
yeah,
4 or
4.
5.
4.
15.
Which hits?
Yay. The owl and the woman don't do anything. I have to go answer the phone. I'll be right back.
Okay. Sadie. Or rather, Guts as Sadie.
Sadie is going to do something very similar to... So, she's gonna move. But instead of Acid Arrow, she will cast Ray of Sickness on this guy.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely a hit. That's right. It would have been a hit anyway. It's a dexterity save to stop it, which it does not. The owl will do owl things and flutter and fly. Bramble will come up forward. She does not want to go further into the cave, what with all the talks of fireballing the cave, and who can blame her? Vex.
So she doesn't have any ranged things.
She does not.
On her sheet, and I doubt she would want to go into the cave.
Yeah.
So probably just move close to the entrance like everyone else is, just as a contingency plan.
Okay. Kif, does anybody want to pick her up? I don't believe she can actually do much either.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. She's another close range one. So
Yep.
you think she
I
just
can
stand?
I can take the
Sure.
rat folk.
Sure.
I was just looking. She actually has black tentacles.
She does not. That's a part of her weapon.
Oh, that's part of her weapon.
Mm-hmm.
My bad.
That's
Yeah,
just the way to
she'll-
get it
she'll-
onto the. Yeah.
She'll just move up as contingency
Okay.
and probably just wait there. No one wants to go inside because the cave could collapse at any second.
He actually gets to attack on you. He will be attacking Zadroan with Stone Club.
Yep, it's a hit. Good.
And this runecaster, who is not yet out of spells, will go ahead and use his last lightning bolt straight down the line. Zip.
Zippity doo dah.
He'll do it at level 4. So, Farron dex save. It is a 16 DC. She makes it. Tadpole dex save.
Okay, coming up.
Vex is just standing here like, I'm really glad I didn't move forward 5 more
Sadie
feet.
dex save. Adrian and the Dragon dex save, and the Lurk dex save.
What's happening?
You're getting lightning bolted.
That's sad.
Lightning ball.
That was Sadie. I don't know why it appeared on mine.
However, everyone saves. But 96 slash R. So I have 32, rounded down.
Zero.
Or in case there are other things.
Well, that's night-night for me.
Oof. And this is the one right at the end, I believe. Yes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60.
Not by enough to obliterate you, Adrian.
The now rat will head into the darkness. Or, excuse me, hamster. The wormling, you would fall off of, the dragons. You're not mounted, but it can still act.
Sad, I'll stay there.
Okay.
Oh Lord, are they coming?
He will not end his movement in another person's square, though. Do you think you can get out of there, Zydron?
Possibly. I'm thinking of, if I survive this turn, enacting plan, crawl into the ground for 10 minutes and take a short rest.
Alright. Farron will run forward, shouting for you to get out of there. And I exited out her sheet.
Can I tell Ridge to grapple Zydron?
You can.
No,
Reg is still acting on your turn.
he would probably just tell you to worry about yourself. He'll be okay. He would rather take the risk himself than run the risk of other people getting trapped, people who don't have any chance of getting out once those rocks fall. Like,
I mean, you should just trust me. Just let the
I
balls,
know.
let
I
the
know
balls
you.
reach.
I know you can carry both of us and probably another 1 or 2 people out, but it'll be being slowed down, and I would have to take still 2 opportunity attacks, maybe 3 if one of those big trolls has long arms, which I can't remember.
Not if you don't willingly move out of their reach.
Nah, I'm pretty sure it's just if an enemy moves out of contact with you.
I think you can get dragged out and not take an attack.
This is against Farron. You can look up the rules, but I do believe, it would still hit.
Yeah.
There are immunities to it, like sometimes getting pushed and pulled, but I think they generally specify when it doesn't work.
Yeah, when a hostile creature that you see moves out of your reach, it doesn't say anything about willingly or unwillingly.
In the second paragraph, it says you can avoid provoking an opportunity attack by taking the disengage action. You also don't provoke an opportunity attack when you teleport or when someone or something moves you without using your movement action.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough.
Oh, there's that then.
So even falling past an enemy doesn't. So yeah, I can drag you, and I'll still have enough movement to get out, even at half speed.
You can get an opportunity attack against the dire troll if you'd like.
Yeah. May as well. I don't think it'll do much, but may as well. Yeah, I guess I'll baseball bat him in the knees.
That does not hit, I'm afraid.
It's okay.
Do knees count as objects?
I don't think so.
Ren will cast Confusion at a point right about here.
I assume that's so I don't have to roll for it too.
Yes.
That's just making sure.
Yeah, it's only 10 feet. So the troll, wisdom save. And the dire troll, wisdom save. Both fail. Rick, it is your turn.
I'm gonna tell Rage to grab Zydron. Can he do that? I want to turn around and tell Zydron to let Rage grab him too.
Could attack me for that.
He can. What it'll wind up doing is sort of, because Rich doesn't really have hands.
Yeah, it's 15 feet. Anyway.
Like, he's got the reach for it, but, he's pinching onto him. He could take half damage from it if you want, but, it's definitely grab it on. And would be dependent on Reg hitting, too.
I mean, AC at 12.
Yeah, well...
He's likely to hit.
He's got a good chance of hitting.
Would you say anything back when I turn around and tell you to let Rage grab you, though?
That's probably when he would say, worry about yourself, but at the same time, it's your turn. I gave Reg to you, so he'll listen to you. I don't mind if you try it personally. It's just Zydron himself. Like, he wouldn't actively resist it, but it's not like he would ask for it.
Well, that is what I want to try.
Yeah.
All right. We'll give it an attack.
Because, yeah, considering I don't have many items, it's not like
It's going to be half damage. 6. And you are pretty firmly grappled.
And then,
DC
would that
believes
slow me down? But would I only get half movement? Because I could get to the door with half movement, but get well out with more.
What's going to happen? It's not going to slow you down. Reg is going to have to make a strength check to see if he can hold on to you while you are moving.
Just because he doesn't.
Can I try and hold on to Reg as well? Because I'm not going to be attacking up. I'm just going to be running.
You can. It'll give him advantage.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Just helping out, really.
Okay.
I'm just going to run off to the door.
Sure. All right.
Run on out of here. Get out and try and bring Zydron with me.
We're looking at probably a 13 DC. It's tough. It's not the toughest thing. We'll see what happens. Natural 1. So.
I feel really good about giving advantage.
That's right, you gave him advantage. So 19, yeah. So yes, you are sort of...
That was so close to a fight.
I know, it would have been really good, but I couldn't do it to you. You are going to take 2 attacks of opportunity from the 2 trolls with the weapons.
That I do not mind.
Not you,
Just
but
Adrian.
Zydrone. Oh no, that's right. We just looked over and Zydrone doesn't take the attacks of opportunity. So yeah.
Oh, wait. Swell. I'll make the save, so it's still a polymorphed little buffer.
Okay.
No, scream at Farron and Tadpole to get out now. Because I'm pretty sure that is all of us.
Well, we've sort of got different problems now.
What were problems? No one's dead.
However, the person who was going to collapse the tunnel is unconscious.
Is that Farron?
No, that is Adrian.
Where's Adrian at?
He's
I'd purchase the
over
door.
next to Sim.
Okay,
By the
I see.
door.
Temple, it is your turn.
Okay, well,
Zedron, how many spells you got left?
Yeah, I can heal him on my turn.
I am going to pull out my water elemental.
Mm-hmm.
And that is my. That's an action to do that, right?
Yes.
Okay, then I will come out here. Does my water elemental get an action?
Yes, it acts after your turn.
Okay.
So, like,
So when it
you
says-
do your acting, and then before we move on to the next, we just remember the water elemental is there. I can go
Okay.
ahead and add it to the sheet if you would like as well.
So I'm going to have it try to collapse the building. Pounding on things, pulling on things, whatever. I don't know. Is that feasible in this? I mean, I'm not sure what. Are there columns that it can pull down or try to pull down or what?
Like, you can have it start going to town on the weakened structure. It would be an attack.
Yeah.
There's a target number I'm looking for.
Okay.
Basically, it's
So-
how much damage you do.
This doesn't have. Let's see. Here we are. Slam. There we are.
And it should have multi-attack. I mean, like, you're hitting regardless. You're basically
Yeah,
just
two
seeing for damage.
attacks it
So,
has.
yeah.
There we go.
Ouch. And if you just hover over and hit the attack, it'll bring up.
Well, I rolled it twice. Did you not see him?
No, for damage.
Oh, damage. Oh, sorry.
All right, 30 was the target number that I was looking for. Okay. So yes, rocks begin to fall. It should be noted that it is not enough to collapse the place, but it is enough to start to damage things.
So it's not enough to block off the entrance, though?
No, it is not.
Okay. Then I'll have it stay there. Actually, I'm going to have it come out. Now that I think about it, I'm going to have it come out.
All right. Everything's still in. Takes 2d20, 27 damage. That includes those in the doorway. Dexterity save. You're looking at a DC at 15 to half the damage.
Is a water elemental in the doorway?
It would have definitely been in the doorway when it was, pounding.
Oh, that's
the
fine.
walls.
Okay, dexterity save. Okay, no problem.
We're gonna start over on my side. So, my side might take a little bit.
I don't think the water elemental has got a real good dexterity.
I don't know, honestly.
No, I rolled a 5.
Ah. Oh. One for Sue, Sadie, and I will run one for Orstat.
Did Hart need one?
I do not know where Hart is.
He is.
No, Hart is fine where he is right there. Alright. Alright, it is Sue's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna move her back.
Did one for Farron.
Israel's gonna move over here. She needs to make a dexterity save.
No, I made one for her. Zydroin.
I will move next to Adrian and give him a cure wounds at 3rd.
Ouch.
13 health, Adrian.
I wake up, I scream muffins.
This troll has to roll for confusion, which is a 1d10 to determine its behavior. It's a 9. You can move and attack normally. And he gets to try another wisdom save. Which he fails. Gosh, Orsted. Well, 5, 10, 15. Attempt to grab Farron, which we will make a straight strength check to hit. Whoa, hold on. Riley, can you turn that down some? Alright, we had to turn that TV down a little bit. Not TV, but piano. It is Lurk's turn, because unfortunately Orsted missed, so he missed his grab, and then runs back. Lurk. You're up now and awake, correct, Adrian?
Yes.
Okay.
La, 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 la.
Then he will do nothing. We can still hear it, but you know it is what it is. Zoosh is out. She will come back, and she is on the tiny bit hurt side. Guts, it is your turn.
Alright, let's see, what can I do? I'm gonna move closer to Adrian if I can, and cast Cure Wounds. Third level. You get 20, Adrian.
Ooh.
Alright, and Adrian, it is your turn.
Everyone's outside now, right?
All except for Farron. And Orsted. And Sadie.
They'll be fine. They do the risk of going inside. Focus range is 20 feet.
I believe so. 20 or 25, I never remember.
It's really right here.
Okay. Oh, he got 3 ones in that. Okay. So first we're going to start with the dexterity saves. We will start with the big ol' boy. We will go to the Runecaster. Which they both fail, which drops this one. Wolf, I believe, drops this one. The regular old troll. All right, and then
Sorry.
a rather large portion of this sort of trash mount begins to fall, and indeed starts falling. If you are at the doorway or further, your DC to avoid it is 20. If you are within 10 feet of a wall, your DC to avoid the damage is 15.
What about these guys?
What guys?
The Skelly Boys.
20?
Right by a wall.
Hmm?
Right by a wall.
Is it dexterity?
Yes. But they're in it.
Is that just the people in the cave that need to do that?
No. If you are within 15 feet of the wall, this is debris that is not only collapsing, it is sort of being exploded outwards from the force of the fireball, and it is shifting and sliding towards you. This is to avoid it. You'll, if you're not in there, you'll be taking half damage, so this is to a quarter the total damage.
I'll just quickly shoot up and do a dex save. I'm having a smoke.
Sure. That guy definitely takes full damage.
And this is bludgeoning damage, correct?
Yes.
All right, cool. Water elemental resistance to that, so good.
This is the troll. This is for Farron. She does have evasion, so she does only take half damage.
So what was the damage? Because I'm pretty sure I missed that dex save.
64. If
And
you
I
are
would-
inside it, it's 64, or if you are within 15 feet, you are... Where did I say it was? If you make it, you're taking half. If you fail it... No, excuse me, the other way. If you fail it, you're taking half. If you make it, you're taking a quarter of that.
So my token's like here because
You take the
that's
30.
just where I put it because it was easy. But I would be like right in the door frame.
Team Rocket's blasting off again.
Well,
So would that be full or?
like, I mean,
But
I'll give you the full
even if it's
option.
full, it's still
Like,
half.
we can go by where your token is, or we can go by where your token wanted to be. I will give you the choice.
Wanted to be over here.
When you say 64, is that 6 4-sided dice or the number 64?
Excuse me, the number is 64.
Are you sure?
it-
6 4-sided dice is better.
Being given a choice, I would like to count it as here because
That's fine,
Just
because
that-
that's where you are. So that's, that one's okay on me. Oh. The one that would have been one-shotted makes it. Sadie is, however, unconscious at this point. One for Kif. Kif makes the save. Yes. Farron is alive, but she is still bloodied. Worst stats mostly doing 5. One for Bramble, excuse me. Bramble got rocked.
Huh.
Did anybody roll 1 for Heart?
Oh no, sorry, that my
Okay.
bad. Just did you made the 20.
The dragon, as well as Vex Guts. I believe actually Vex and Guts. I believe
Hold
are
on.
right
That's
out of there.
the same thing. No one makes
10, 15. Okay. All right. So the front of this place has now just been shattered. You can easily tell that around to the point where this was right here has completely collapsed, and it's starting to rumble and shake. It's only going to be a matter of time before the rest of this area begins to collapse, and it doesn't take a genius to figure that out. It also doesn't take an incredibly smart person to realize that we do not want to be in this area when it continues collapsing. If sort of that collapse was any indication of what we have seen now.
Farron, Ostat, get out so we can fireball it again.
If it comes around to them, they will be moving through difficult terrain, of course. Heart, it is your turn.
Heart will grab Sadie
Okay.
and move her out of the way to the side.
Perhaps a bit further than that.
What was that?
I said perhaps a bit further than that, if you have the movement for it.
I was just thinking may have lost a bit of the movement because of picking something up, but I suppose if I'm using the action,
Yeah.
he'd be able to get to like there, but he probably also wouldn't take her too far away from the ones that can actually bring her back up.
That's a fair point.
So these guys are all dead, let's be honest.
Yeah, there would be no action from that. Sadie will make a saving throw.
Nice.
Well, all right, Sadie is up. I believe 1 hit point. We'll just back the heck away. Vex will do the same, although she'll also regenerate if she was hurt. This one can move to about here. Kif will move back. Will also regenerate.
Would you say this troll is standing over top of the hamster troll?
What's that?
Would you say this troll is standing like over the hamster troll?
Very likely. The hamster troll is in magical darkness right now, though.
I'm just thinking it might be a good time to break my concentration.
No action from them. That one is about as dead as can be. The wormling.
Yes, it needs to fuck the fuck off. Actually, no. Yeah, fish needs to fuck the fuck off.
Okay.
I actually run my own legs.
Like a peasant. That one will not move.
Walking.
What's that?
The necromancer wizard walking?
The guy he was hasty, yeah.
That's about as far as she can make it. That was dashing. This one's no good. This one gets to skip its turn. Ren will say, "Oh my god," and then back away. Rick, it is your turn. It should be noted that for the most part, Orstad looks fine.
He's still, like, even lower than me on initiative, I think.
Yeah.
You should just, like, walk forward and yeet him out of the way.
Orstad is like a mountain of hit points as well.
And we are in the process of trying to escape, right?
Mm-hmm. We think that would be a very good idea.
Now let's stay and watch the afterwork. And get caught in the afterwork.
Is there anyone that looks like they overly need help getting away?
The skeletons do.
Farron could probably use a hand.
Is she still inside? Oh no.
No, she managed to sort of climb through the rubble, as it were.
How's Allstat doing there?
Remarkably well.
Can we see him, or has he like?
You can still see him. It's not that like the entire thing has collapsed. A lot of it has collapsed, though.
So at the moment, saying that Farron looks pretty high, Allstat looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably move over a bit. Don't just move rage. Move over a bit and pick up Farron, and then dash away. Oops, that's the wrong thing. Yeah. Do I need to? Is it an action to grab Farron?
Grabbing her,
Actually.
we're going to count this one as an action. So you can get, 60 away or whatever the rest of your movement was, but you can't get the full
That'll be 50.
120. Yeah.
So yeah. I'll get back to here though,
Okay.
which I'm hoping is far enough away. I cannot move Farron. Can you drag her with me, please?
I sure will. The biggest troll does not seem like he is having much problem wading through any of this stuff. I should say the second biggest troll. Tadpole.
Okay, so we still have one friendly inside, correct?
Mostly inside. His turn is coming up.
Yeah, but if I completely collapse the place,
Yes.
we have an issue. Okay. I'm going to have the water elemental go and try to... Can the water elemental pick up
Sure.
Farron? Or whatever her name is? Grimstad? Orstad?
Mm-hmm.
And carry him out with his movement?
We could let that happen. He's not really resisting at this point. He understands it's friendly, quote unquote.
Okay. So, let me hear.
Drown in friendliness.
Right.
I'm sure he can hold his breath for 6 seconds.
So yeah,
Right about there.
Sure.
Okay. And then I am going to go over and go in here and pound on this wall twice with my staff. And then right before the last bit of it closes up, if it looks like it's going to, I'm going to shadow step out. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Does that do any more
That's
damage?
20. That does. I mean, it continues to collapse. At this point, you've sort of reached the critical point. Between, the 4 explosions that have happened to it from the course, and between sort of beating on it for a while, the whole thing, it just crumbles. It falls. It's
And then I shadow step out.
pretty bad. I mean, it's pretty obvious that you've collapsed it. Now, you do know that likely trolls will not be killed in that.
Contained, at least.
However, a lot of people were still awfully close to that. Namely Adrian.
I can revive him again.
Adrian, give me a
But
dexterity
you were
saving
also pretty
throw.
close.
I've got quarter of my HP.
Adrian.
Definitely makes the.
I don't know
dex
how
better.
you did it. But you did it, You must have channeled some sort of inner force or something, because as this rubble that was once sort of a stacked building begins to slide, you're basically you're dancing on top of it. You're jumping from shifting brick to shifting brick. Things are pelting at you, and it's easy to you. You don't know, maybe you had a stronger connection with, quote unquote, death or something from your newly found powers and newly found going down. But you're definitely in tune with yourself right now. And you managed to escape any damage coming from it.
Fuck.
Which is good!
All that was poggers.
Damn, that was poggers, man. But can I get back to explaining the Elder Scrolls lore?
So
We'll see when Vivek gets bored.
the thing is totally blocked off, right?
The
Or is
thing
there
is
still-
totally blocked off.
Okay.
You'd know enough about trolls to know that wouldn't kill them, like put them down for good, but it's going to be quite some time before they're up and in a condition to fight you.
I would assume my polymorph would have popped off and deactivated, but I'll drop it now if it didn't. If somehow the gerbil didn't get hit during all that.
Gerbil's perfectly fine. No. Of course they would have popped off the gerbil.
Is anyone... yes, Farron. I'll go over and give Farron level 3 heal.
Even worse than Farron is Sadie right now.
Oh, she's still bad.
She is
Oh,
alive.
Guts.
She's on 1 at the moment.
Guts will have heals for Sadie, won't she?
Huh?
I assume Guts will have heals for Sadie.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah. I figured Guts would have tended to her, so I'll do Farron.
Okay.
Even though we don't like each other that much.
You'd have thunk we'd been in a party with hags.
Yeah. For quite a while now, actually.
But we are out of this combat. And oh boy, what a combat it was.
Ugh. All that loot we could have gotten.
Oof.
And all that death that could have happened.
Yeah, well, there is that too. I mean,
But the
set that
important
off
thing
anyways.
is
Be shot.
that we're
I'll be
all
back
safe.
in about 3 minutes or so. I'm just going to refill my drink, use the restroom, that kind of stuff. So if everybody would like to take 5, now's the time to do it. Be right back.
That was close.
Yeah.
Yes, I shall be right back.
Although the OCD person in me
Just-
is annoyed that we didn't get to clear the entire place.
I feel like there was more death. There would have been at least one more boom trap. You know what I keep forgetting?
What?
Guts is blind.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, she has blind sight, or whatever it's called, but I'd forgotten about those hacks in the house until just now.
Okay, I'm back.
My back.
I'm back.
I'm dead.
Oh, Dad, I'm back.
I do that all the time to Riley. She hates it.
Does she? I was gonna say, does she like it, or does she think it's absolutely awful?
I mean, she's still at the age where, she's willing to roll with the punches, but I get a dad a lot of the time.
That's funny.
Wait till she's a teenager and has friends over and you rip them out.
No, not quite. She's not even a teenager at this point, but...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Wait till then.
Oh, wait till... Yeah.
Until you can actually embarrass her and ruin her life.
Well, I don't know about the life-ruining part, but...
I don't know, have you ever seen an embarrassed teenager?
Now, are those Sweet 16 things a real thing, or is that just something from MTV?
I know some people do something, it's real big in, Mexican culture to do, oh gosh, what is it called? Yes, quinceañera. But,
A quinceañera?
it kind of varies from family to family about, how big it is. Like my family, not a big deal.
Because in New Zealand we have like a 21st thing, and it's like sort of tradition for the parents to bring out the most embarrassing story that they possibly have.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
New Zealand also has 15-year-olds getting drunk on their birthday, so you know.
yeah. The other tradition for the 21st is you get to you get a choice. You can do a yard glass, which is a beer that's
I
in a glass a yard long,
think they know what a yard glass would be.
I've never
or
heard
you
of
can
it.
do, or you can do 21 shots.
I think
Which
I'd
seems
probably be
like enough
dead.
to give you alcohol poisoning
That's-
either way. But you've
yeah,
been
that's
training for
the
this
point.
for the past like 11 years.
Yeah.
Oh.
New Zealand culture is alcoholism. It's really bad. But is everyone back?
Yeah.
Before we get too sidetracked.
Yeah. We're back. What next? Obviously, this place is pretty much toast. It's the most toast.
My question is, what happens when we wait long enough to see about the next rail car? See what happens when it encounters. Does it plow through?
I mean, we can.
I mean, just with my encounter with the rail car, I think things going through the rail car doesn't matter. I think it would just mold through the stone.
Yeah, but would it break
yeah.
through the stone? You know what I mean?
I don't think it would move the stone whatsoever. But
You
we
think it would
can
just
lower.
mesh through? You mean mold through it, type of thing?
Yeah, I jumped on top of that and started sinking. I think it's got the same properties as the house.
Okay.
Well, did we want to take a short rest and watch?
Yeah, I could use a short rest to get my key points back.
I'd be happy to burn some hurt dice.
Yeah.
Okay. We take a short rest.
I can't roll my hit dice just yet, but I will.
Understand. I can hear the sounds of nature around you, if you will.
I can't remember. Can you burn multiple hit dice at once?
Yes.
As many as you want, but you only get up to half of your max back on the long rest.
Yeah, that's fine. Right, I will burn 4.
Of which
I'm probably going to burn as many as I need, if not all of them.
Sadie
just
will
get back
burn,
up on it.
all 5 of hers. Do I have to roll every time? Sure do.
I'll do a couple more actually. Seeing as I never actually use them.
So she's looking all right.
I'm pretty nicely off now. And I've got my wild shape back, which is the important part.
So as we're waiting, we probably wait around 15 or 20 minutes for this thing. Can I get a perception check from anyone who wishes to do so?
Oh, I'll do one of those.
Yeah, with 28. That's more than the target number. Well, even if the rest of them were pretty bad. There is some. Go ahead.
I was just going to say I was apparently not looking for it.
First of all, there is some stirring going on from the mound. Now, we kind of knew that these things weren't going to be dead, and sure enough, as it's turning out, they're not dead. So 2 things are sort of happening. Well, more than 2 things. Let's see, 28. So that was Zydrone with the 28, yes?
Yes.
Your eyes are kind of keener than most, or you just happen to be paying attention. Maybe everything else is in the shade, but nobody else hit anywhere near what we're looking to be. But you managed to find the perfect angle to sort of peer in and see what's going on. And it's sort of odd. The dire troll, as we've sort of colloquially named it, or rather because I have named it, it's hard to put into words the way it works. I mean, it's actually not, but it would be sort of interesting for you to see. It appears that this one troll is absorbing into itself the other gargantuan troll that we saw. It's not necessarily a slow process, but neither is it, snapping your fingers quickly. But it's obvious that it's incorporating this other damaged troll into itself, in that it is beginning to heal very, very rapidly.
Wait, what?
Well, we may need to decide whether we leave now or wish to deal with the big one in its entirety.
I don't think it's much of a decision. Let's get the hell out of here.
I would agree with that myself. And with that, I would start shepherding the non-combatant NPCs and beasts and telling them to, get moving.
Okay. So I guess the next question is, how far back are we moving? Are we planning on continuing on for the day, exploring all that, or are we just going to a safe distance, setting up camp and licking our wounds?
I would vote for a little bit further than safe distance and licking wounds. Like, go as far as we feel safe, and then just a little bit further.
If you want, I don't mind sticking back here and watching. And oh, that's right. I can't do that though because of the time difference, huh?
Yeah, you can have a mile plus.
Is it a mile
'cause
distance?
You can
Okay, I'll stay. Why don't we stay just less than a mile, and then I can go, because I can travel a hell of a lot of distance pretty fast.
I reckon a mile's probably not far enough to be considered safe from these things. I mean, they would know the territory well, to say the least. I reckon. I reckon just come with us and we'll
Okay.
just beat a hasty retreat.
All right.
It'll still take time to make its way out of the rubble, and we should capitalize on that.
Well, do you think we should at least take it down? We did not take a short rest, correct then?
No, we took a
You
short
did take a
rest.
short rest.
Okay, that's all I need to know. So as long as I have a
That's
short rest, I get my key points back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Short rest is only like 10 minutes.
Okay. Then, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So, normally it takes us around, a day to travel 10 miles, give or take. In this area we are in, it is particularly smoothed out. Because, it looks like the trolls have been picking up debris for quite some time and amassing it in one place. So we can move 2 squares, which is 20 miles, at a normal pace without making ourselves tired. Would we like to do so?
Yeah.
And if so, where would we like to go?
I'm confused. What is tired?
The point of exhaustion. Yeah.
Guts, do you know what that is?
First is
Something.
disadvantage. I think.
He's making a joke because he is now undead.
Oh, right. Can't be. Right. Or did we
Go
want to
ahead.
go to northeast, I guess? Or
Works for me.
north?
I was sort of thinking straight north, but whatever's
yeah.
cool is cool.
Well, we can still go there. one to the northwest, east, and then one to the northwest.
Okay.
Do we have? Oh no, we don't have enough pass without trace for everyone.
No, that'd be a ton of pass without trace. We are a pretty big group right now.
Yeah.
That Pass Without Trace does 10 people, right?
Yes.
Yes.
But we've got a good 30 or 40 with us, including the pack beasts.
Well, they're not going to be able to try to stealth anyway, so. The pack beast.
I mean, they're displacer beasts, so they probably would be half decent at it, but with pass without a trace, it'd be less important.
So are we traveling
As fast as we can without getting exhausted.
similarly to how we were traveling before, with Zydroan in the air, Tadpole scouting in front, or are we doing something different this time around?
I'm happy with that. I would just, I'm low on spell slots, so if anything appeared, I would be going straight back.
Yeah, that's fine.
That
Okay.
take.
And you're polymorphed into what now?
I'll use one of my wild shapes into the wormling.
Okay.
I didn't have any polymorph slots left.
Well, you get him back after a short rest. Oh, no, polymorph, excuse
I
me.
get wild shape back, yeah. I wish I got first level spell slots back on a
Yeah,
rest.
no kidding. Alright, give me a quick moment.
Yeah, I can be in wild shape for like 11 hours, so that's easy enough.
Sidroan. I would like an insight check from you.
Insight, even.
Something is wrong. You passed sort of an invisible line, and all of a sudden you got this feeling that something is not right in a way that you can't exactly place your finger on.
I guess I will. Would this be like when I'm a little bit away from the party, or? 'Cause
Yes, I'd imagine you're some ways ahead of the party.
Yeah. I would. Yeah, because I don't have any spells that might help me discern it a bit better. I will fly back to the group.
As you begin to
And
fly back, you pass this invisible line again, and the feeling sort of instantly goes away.
It's odd. I will continue back, and I guess I'd land and check the clerics and see if the clerics were still doing their job.
Mm-hmm. Do you grab Tadpole on the way?
Yeah, I would actually. I forgot that she's kind of in the midway point, so I'd go back and find her first, and either give her a ride back or she can dash back if she would prefer.
Oh, I'll take a ride.
And then we would land and I'd unwild shape and what are the clerics doing?
The clerics seem to be maintaining their spell. Again, it's one of those things where one person is doing it and another person is assisting. So there are certainly two clerics who are, basically just traveling, taking it easy today.
I'd go up to them. Is something the matter? When I was flying, something happened. I just wanted to make sure that It's nothing to do with our safety field. I'd probably go find one of the ones that aren't actively
Sure.
keeping spells so I don't distract them.
Uvov, whom we happen to know is sort of, the leader of the clerics, as a reminder, would speak up. No, there haven't been any disturbances with the spell. Why do you ask?
As I was flying, I got I suppose, feeling. It was almost like a wall or something at a certain distance. Would I have been able to guess, like, how far away it would have been?
Pretty well, and it's
Yeah.
probably within, a couple thousand feet or so. Because you're not traveling too far from...
No. Oh,
Would-
it's not far off, but it's not pressing either. If it wasn't you guys, you lot, it may be something ahead we have to be careful of.
Would I be close-ish around to hear this?
Oh, yeah,
I assume
You know.
if you saw me coming back with Tadpole on my back, it'd be fair game to come keep an ear on what's happening. Like, most of the time I wouldn't be coming back regularly and everything, unless it was for a rest. It would be, I would only come back if there's something ahead.
Well, I'd try and signal to you to come off to the side. Just trying to be low-key about it. Just like...
Before
Okay,
talking
okay,
to
okay.
them?
No, after.
Oh, yeah.
Because it would, I'd hear that and then want you to come off to the side.
I would follow you. I'd just basically be checking to make sure the clerics are okay and give them the heads up. Then I'm free to go back to business as usual. What is it?
Well, I was just thinking, with what you said, that there was just a zone that felt bad. And then I'll pull out the map that, I can't remember her name. Someone gave us the map.
her name is
Yeah.
Omi.
Oh, man, yeah. And then I'll point at, I'd point at Zone 5 and say, do you think you came across that?
And this should also be pinned on the Discord, if it's a little hard to see it right here.
Yes.
At least it
I
may be pinned. It's
would-
definitely not pinned.
I right-clicked on it and opened it in another tab, and it's kind of easy to see like that.
Yeah.
I would not be able to hazard a guess either way, but based off of the directions of the map, it's a vast possibility.
I'd like to note that if it's just me, there's no pinned messages in the Discord.
It's not pinned, so
Oh, that's
keep talking and
okay.
I'll go ahead and no one explodes.
I mean, it is a distinct possibility, but again, I'm no cartographer myself.
Do you think
Would
it
I have
be-
noticed any kind of change in the scenery?
You would have. Towards that area, it starts being less of this cleared area that has been sort of what you're going through, and it's gone back to being rubble. It's less rubble than what you had seen before in the bottom part, but there is still some rubble.
Well then, yeah, I would hazard a guess we were probably coming close to that area, but I would not know for sure.
Oops, I didn't mean to paint that.
Should we maybe alter our course, or do you think we should soldier through?
I mean, I think at least for the day we should rest and recuperate. I am a little bit beyond exhausted at this point.
I mean, in all fairness, I think for us we should probably be heading towards this zone 7 that's marked safe here, and which is still just straight north of us. So we would probably have to go straight through. So
Soldier through then, but we should discuss it with the rest tonight.
seems like it would be a good idea.
And with that, I would go and start kind of pushing everyone to stop and take a rest now. Proper one. And get camp ready.
Does that sound like a good idea for anyone else? Or everyone else, rather?
Yeah, it sounds fine to me.
So,
Yeah.
Just the way you said that, it's like, yeah, no, it doesn't actually sound like the best idea all of a sudden.
let me refresh, because I think I'm having some Roll20 issues.
I'd also quickly put the map away before going back in the group, joining everyone.
Okay. We are here, sort of back in the ruins map, as I'd like to call it. One moment while I grab on a whole bunch of tokens. Which hopefully is not too difficult. And doesn't bring over a whole bunch of scribbles, but you know, you never know.
Scribbles.
Would you say there's much nature around, or not
No.
much nature around?
Not much in the way of nature. We can pull our tokens on as well. People, as in sort of non-player character people, will more or less go off in sort of groups of 3. Sort of camp down, do kind of this and that, set up their own tents, what have you. And I'm more or less just grabbing them at random, if you couldn't tell.
What? Random.
Random is a myth. If you study your choices hard enough, you'll find a pattern.
I'm not going to say there's not a pattern. So, would we like to set up a watch? And if so, whom would like to take the first couple watches? I need about 4 watches, basically.
I'm happy to jump on the watch.
I will take one of the last ones so I can do it with my slots.
I'll take a watch. That's fine.
I can take a watch.
I'll take one.
Okay. We will roll a hidden dice.
Yeah, I don't mind going early. I'll go first.
Okay.
Keep
Would
a
you like to
lookout.
take the watch by yourself? Would you like for one of the NPCs, one of the hirelings to help you? It's pretty much your choice.
I'll take Hart with me. It's been a while since me and Hart hung out.
Okay.
I'd see if the rat folk would want to join me.
They would. It's been a while since we've hung out with the rat folk.
Better you than me.
All right, so first watch is Rick and the rat folk. May I please get a perception check from the three of you?
I can do that. There is
And if somebody else would like to roll for one of the rat folk, because I don't have their sheets up right now.
I can do that since I'm taking them with me.
I'd appreciate it.
This one is Vex.
Mm-hmm.
This one is Kif. Who are both less perceptive than me.
Yeah, I guess it happens. So during
You've got progressively more legally blind people with a 1, 0, and then -1.
Yeah. Just not very observant is what it is.
We have a good time catching up, and even if we're not looking out, we're having fun together.
Exactly. And that's sort of what it is. It's kind of a lot of talking, a lot of, shooting the breeze, or what have you. You do notice, or rather Vex would notice, and would speak up, that there's sort of a haze around. Almost if it was made from like a pollen or something like that. When it's called to your attention, sure enough, there is sort of a fog in the air, very, very light. But it's definitely a place that shouldn't really have fog. Or so you believe.
I'm gonna walk out. Well, not really walk out. I'm gonna just sort of find a big long street, and then I'm gonna pull out the fan and cast gust of wind to see what it does to the fog.
Well, it dissipates it. Whatever this sort of fog was, it sort of pushes it away, it swirls away. Eventually, it does come back, but it takes, 10-15 minutes or so.
That is very odd. Are the clerics that aren't concentrating resting at the moment?
Yes.
I won't wake them because they're kind of made their rest. I'd tell the people on the next watch about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd ask the clerics in the morning when they've all rested.
Well, there should be one that's awake, right?
Yes,
They're
there are two that are awake.
So you could probably talk to them.
Yeah. If there, as long as there's someone who's not concentrating on the spell,
Mm-hmm.
that I can talk to.
So Dawn is working on the spell, and Trug is assisting, which, assisting for the most part is just watching the other one, basically.
There. I need to take a leak. Cover for me.
I'd go to Trug and say, sorry for interrupting your covering, but have you any idea about this mist? I don't know. I hadn't noticed it until Vex pointed it out, but it's just there. There's no large areas of water around, is there? There's There can't be salt spray or anything, can there?
Trug says, now that you really mention that there is something like that, there is some sort of something in the air. I'm not real sure, but it looks like for the most part it's coming over in that direction. And she sort of points over to the east.
I think that could be something to remember. Talk to everyone when we're not all intermittently sleeping. But it could be something to avoid, or it could be something to try and figure out.
Vex and Kif would both agree with you. It could be either something to avoid, or it could be something to find out. They would... should we be the ones to go investigate it, or... two of you go, one of us watch?
I don't really think that would be wise.
All right. Maybe we could wake up more people on the next shift or something. Have them go look, but for now we'll just keep an eye on it, I suppose.
Yeah.
Did the one about China.
And one moment, please.
I did the one about China.
Okay. All right, I'm back. So we do not wish to investigate?
Not yet, at least. Let's see what whoever we wake up says.
Okay. And who is going to be taking the second watch? Excuse me.
I'll take second watch.
Okay. Presumably with, well, at least Sue and Zoosh. Sadie is probably gonna need all the rest she can get.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Roll perception check.
Please.
I would tell you, as we're waking you up, that there's this fog around, and Trug thinks it might be coming from the east.
I'll keep that in mind.
All right. I will roll one for Sue. I will roll one for Zoosh. Bill.
We needed to get Zoshin on my watch, so she could be even more legally blind.
Right. Since you were told about it, both yourself, Guts, and Zoosh, really all three of you, because you're aware of it, are aware that there is some sort of, mist where something's springing or flowing or coming up from direction to the east.
Does it appear like magical in nature, or does it appear like it's just fog, like regular fog?
Real tough to say.
Okay. I guess I'll ask Sue if she knows anything about this, or if it looks familiar to her.
No, I couldn't tell you anything. It doesn't look like fog. Look, you can actually grab it. And she sort of reaches into a cloud of it, pinches her fingers together, rubs it around, and it looks like it leaves some sort of blue powdery residue. Very, very faint.
I don't like that. Don't breathe it in. Or try not to. If you have something to put over your face, don't breathe it in.
Well, that
I should have tried to touch it.
might be somewhat of a problem then.
I mean, what should we do? I mean, it's fog. I don't... I wonder if it's flammable. I hope not.
Why don't you light a fire?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but if I light a fire and it is flammable and it blows us all up.
Well, we can ignore it. We can investigate it. We could, I don't know, wake everyone up and move for it, but I don't think they'd really be happy with that.
No, I think so either.
Just a quick question.
I guess
Would
it's-
this whole conversation be happening before or after I'd gone off to bed? 'Cause
Probably
I
it would be
would've-
happening before. Like, I'm assuming you would have told and then you would have discussed about it. So I suppose
Yeah.
the
'Cause
three
I
of
did,
you
I did
still-
move my token off, but I would have wanted to
Mhm.
talk about it. I just, saw the rat folk running away, so I thought I should put my token there.
Fair enough.
I guess I'll wave my hand around in the fog. I'm like, it doesn't seem to be harmful, but you never know.
Well, a couple of us can go off and have a chat. We do have only a certain amount of distance we can go away, so if it's something further away, then, we'll just come back.
If you're okay with that.
Y'all better not be going a mile away.
No, that's way too far.
The others would agree.
Does anyone want?
Who would like to go?
Not me. I need my rest.
Of the, two of you, Rick and Zoosh, who would you like to go? Who would you like to come with you? And who would you like to leave behind to keep watch?
I'm thinking maybe at least bring one of the rat folk. And I'll flip a dice and say even for Vex and odd for Cat.
Okay.
So I'll bring Vex.
What about Zoosh and Sue?
Would Zersh like to come?
Yes.
I'll take Zersh. I'll leave Sue for watching.
All right. And I presume Guts is going as well, yes?
Would you like
Yeah.
to come or would you like to watch?
Actually, is it just Sue
Sue and
who will
Kif.
be watching? Well, they should be fine. I'll come with.
Okay.
We could always wake up someone else if you don't think that's enough people.
Let's wake someone else up to keep watch.
I'm gonna. I'll go get Allstat.
Okay. He's a bit beat up. He's a bit grumbly, but he nods. Sure.
So, sorry to interrupt your race, but there's this weird fog that it doesn't seem like fog. We're just gonna go for a walk for 20 minutes. You can, we'll be back soon.
Right. How about I go out about 10 minutes, and then if something happens, you shout, and at least I'll be halfway between you and the camp.
Yeah,
I suppose that's fine.
yeah, yeah.
All right. And so, however far out you go, he stays about halfway in. He does his best to keep you in sight, but eventually, I suppose...
I would probably honestly say we go out for about 10 minutes and then come back.
Okay. Would the both of you roll me perception checks, please?
It's deceiving.
Does anyone get advantages due to scent?
No.
Scent. Not that I know of.
It's a pretty common one, so you know.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything.
Okay.
If anyone, I think it might be Vex out of all of us.
Mm-hmm. I don't believe Vex does either. She does not.
Are we seeing any nature around when
No,
we're
you're not.
walking? Okay.
Whoa. I just apparently popped chat out. I didn't even know you could pop chat out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There is a way to put it back.
Yeah, now it doesn't want to go back. You know what? We're gonna reload.
Close the pop-out window.
I did, and it did not go back.
It's fucky.
Ugh, I mean, despite the natural one. Guts, you and Rick, there's definitely a very fragrant smell in the air as well. It's definitely coming from this fog or whatever it is. You search around for, just 10 minutes, and you're pretty sure that you've come upon the source of it. You see sort of a very faint blue glowing as well. The fog is definitely thicker from where this faint blue glowing is. Looks like it's under some rubble or something like that. You would have to, go investigate and pull things off to see what it is.
I guess let's do that. Let's be careful when we're doing that, though.
Yeah.
Sure, it's not like
I
heaped
don't
high with
wanna-
rubble. It's, just sort of littering.
Do want to take caution, but would like to investigate.
Okay. Oh my gosh. You sort of take a little bit of time and sort of excavate around this faintly glowing blue and sweet smelling thing, and yeah, without much problem at all, you see that it's just a single flower, glowing fairly brightly for, a flower, and that it appears to be letting out this pollen. It smells sweet. It's very fragrant, and there's a lot of it. It's almost like a haze, like you would see a mushroom releasing spores, where you could see sort of a haze from it. Think of that.
I told you guys not to breathe it in, right? Or like to cover your face.
We then got it.
Did they do that?
They would have done that, yes.
Hyperventilate.
We don't like breathing in spores unless it's from dust.
Aw.
Yeah, I know, right?
Can I investigate the flower, or can I do a nature check, or can I try and figure anything out about it?
Sure.
What would the role I should go for be?
You can take your pick, really. Probably the best thing would be nature, however.
Just want to check something really quickly. Yeah, I'll just nature.
Well, there's good news and there's bad news.
Bad news first.
Yeah, I like finishing with some good news.
You don't really know too much about it. Given it a cursory glance, it doesn't seem malignant in nature at all. There wouldn't be enough about it to make a guess, though, past that. It just seems to be some sort of magically inclined, it's glowing, it's making a lot of fog, flower that happens to be producing this very pleasant and sweet-smelling pollen. The good news is that it's quite pretty.
Very nice. Let's not touch it.
Now, do you want the really bad news?
What's the really bad news?
Zombie plant.
Yay.
Yay!
What?
Hey, Daddy, can I go outside? Never mind.
I've just realized something. I have been looking for nature,
Mm-hmm.
but with this fate thing, it my totem spirit
Oh.
appears to give me the information. So would I be able to cast this as a ritual and ask about the flower?
Sure.
While this happens, I'll be back. Gonna go make coffee.
So what are you sort of asking about the flower? You get knowledge of up to 3 things about it. I mean, it's sort of a specific question type deal. That you're getting basically from your totem. Did I lose you?
I was just looking for my information. It's a spiritual jaguar.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing I would like to ask would be, what is it called?
the jaguar would respond to you that it doesn't have a name yet. It looks like it may be the first.
That is a very good thing. The second thing I would ask would be, what is the nature of the thick pollen fog? Is this just is it just trying to do what a normal flower would do and spread its pollen, or is there something else behind it?
No, it's just normal flower functions. It's not, again, it's not malignant or anything.
I suppose the third question would then be, would it be dangerous to take it with me?
To the flower, certainly.
By like digging it up.
Yeah, I was thinking like trying to get.
Transplant it?
I was thinking about trying to get all the dirt underneath it, but I'm not sure if this is the only one of its kind. Then I don't want to hurt the Rick flower.
Yeah.
Can I try and carve into the ground, this is the Rick flower?
The Rick flower?
Yeah, it's what Rick wants to call it, because he was told it doesn't have a name, so now it's the Rick flower.
I mean, you can.
Yeah. Alright. So I would like to do that, and then I'll probably say we should just head back.
Okay. If you think it's this thing's safe, you can go. You can head out.
I trust my spirit animal. He usually guides me well.
Guts.
All the time you ate all those pancakes, I almost died though. Same my spirit animal told me to.
Yeah,
To be fair, that was him, not a spirit animal.
He never told me to do that. that was all me.
Guts. You feel a pressure on your shoulder, and you hear being whispered into your ear on the other side, sort of said very lowly, "Hi, my name is Omi. Who are you? What are you doing with the townsfolk? I need you to tell me before I leave you all in a moderate-sized smoking crater."
I'm gonna jump a little bit and be like look around. Huh?
Nani?
Nani?
What's happening, Guts? Are you alright there?
If I could blink, I would, but
Just nod and tell him everything's fine.
yeah, everything's good. Just something touched me. It might have been a leaf or something. Just everything's fine.
Send them back and say you're going to stay and watch the flower.
Can I think something in my head and will it respond to me if I do?
Sorry, what? Will who respond to you?
Well, the thing, like, whoever is I'm assuming Omi is the flower.
We have met an Omi before, remember?
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking. So, like, if I stay here, like, because I don't necessarily want to do this. Like, why would I take directions from a flower with the name of someone who gave us the map?
She's thinking.
But if I'm is this all in my head? Like, if I think thoughts directed at whoever's talking to me, will they hear it?
There's only one way to find out.
All right, I guess I will. I'm like, and why should I do that? If they don't respond, it's a no.
I told you, I mentioned the medium-sized crater thing, right?
I mean, yes, but if I mean, yes,
What
but if you haven't noticed,
what a
I'm
response.
already dead.
You still enjoy having a body, yes?
I mean, yeah.
Then you should probably send them on.
Alright. It's like, you can't kill me, I'm already dead tomorrow. You know, I think you guys go on ahead. I think I wanna enjoy this flower for a little bit longer.
Zeus and Vax would say, okay, and would go on.
I know it's a fantastic flower. I've already named it after me, but
It's my flower.
if-
I named it
what
after me.
what of the people we're looking after?
I just want to take a few minutes for myself, you know? It's been one of those days.
So somewhere off the distance, Adrian shouted, Rick, help, I lost my arm again.
I need help reattaching my arm. My dick fell off.
Can I see Orstat?
You'd be able to see Orstat.
Well, I'd motion for him to come closer. I'd start moving towards him. I don't want to get too far away from Guts, though, so I want Orstat to come even closer to me. But I would move closer.
Did you find it?
Well, yes, we've found it. There's a flower.
A flower.
It didn't have a name. It's now called the Rick flower.
What?
Well, I named it. It didn't have a name. I named it. It's the Rick flower. But
You named the flower Rick?
no, I named the species of flower the Rick flower.
Sure.
Yeah. Anyway, Guts wants to stay behind and watch the flower. She's been acting kind of weird.
Was it a particularly menacing flower?
I asked my spirit guide if it was in any way doing anything other than trying to spread pollen, but what if it thinks Guts is another flower?
What if the flower
He
has
closes
thoughts?
his eyes. He puts his hands up to his face. Puts his arm on your shoulder. You can head to bed. I'll go ahead and take this watch. I think you need a longer rest.
But
Come
right
on.
before she
And he
right
sort of
before she said
shuffles you
that-
along.
that she wanted to stay with the flower, she kind of jumped and acted weird. I asked her if everything was alright, but she kind of she said that everything was alright, but I'm just not sure.
Sure. You head to bed. I'll keep an eye on her. I'll keep her safe from the flower. Don't you worry, buddy.
Don't underestimate the flower. It
No,
has my name.
I wouldn't
It-
dare.
It has my name. It has my power.
Listen here, you patronizing little shit.
Sure. Don't I'll keep an eye on her. Don't worry. You head off and get some sleep. You had a rough day.
I mean, I feel really bad about it, but I'm gonna go off and get some sleep because I have had a rough day.
I mean, you have had a rough day. So Orstat, after seeing that you go off and do whatever, would sort of, again, half the distance between you to where Guts is in sight, but the camp is also in sight. Because, I mean, it's not too far off. It's only a couple 100 feet before you found this thing. And so you would hear the voice in your head again, and you would feel sort of the presence on your shoulder again, Guts. So, back to my questions. Who are you, and what are you doing with the rest of everyone from the town?
Out of character, they asked the the wrong person because I have no clue what's going on half the time. I don't really know what you mean. I mean, we're trying to figure out a way to get back to our side of the city.
Let's step over the little ways out of sight.
I mean, I'm not sure if I like that.
That's a shame. And you feel, the pressure on your shoulder guiding you behind some rubble.
No, I don't like this. I'll follow it.
Okay. Eventually, you wait a little while. And then the person drops the greater invisibility spell.
Oh, I'm really stupid.
But I really liked how we all thought it was the flower.
We all thought it was the flower.
I mean, next question. Is it Omi?
I'm looking for a token. I don't know where I put
Was
it.
the lady who had her tongue cut out that Omi?
Yeah, I think that's the young version of her.
Mm-hmm.
I can't quite remember.
That is her last name.
So, man, I swear I just did her token. I can't find it though. Again, my name is Omi Blazecourt. I've been following you for a while since you ruined my plans with the trolls. So again, now that I have one of you alone, who are you? What are you doing with the people of the town? Why are you all out here?
Do you want the long story or the short story?
I think the long story would be the best story.
I guess I'll start explaining about what happened. Should I wait, actually, before I do that, should I tell them about what happened with me? Do we think that's a good or a bad idea?
What?
Like how we got in this situation in the first place.
This is a you
What do you mean?
decision.
Yeah.
I said just start with meeting her and her telling us to come here.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'll recount.
Try not to sound crazy while doing it.
Yeah, I'm going
I know it's
to...
hard for our party, but
You can sound as crazy as you want. Like, this story is pretty crazy.
I mean, yeah, it is a very crazy story. I won't go into me destroying the city, but I'll say that we come from the other side of the city. We got here because we wanted to go on an expedition. And then all that stuff that happened with the townsfolk. I'm not going to mention what happened with Reg. And then I'm going to talk about how we ran into that older version of Omi who had her tongue cut out, and she gave us, what was that, the map? I mean, and then that we got here, and I am a little confused because of, old Omi and apparently young Omi, and then they might be the same person, but how can that happen?
Because time is a fickle thing.
Yeah, we tell her we met her before, and it looks like you already knew us, but I hadn't met you before.
Now we're meeting you, but you don't know us.
She will roll insight.
She's gonna be like, what the I'm sorry, but what the fuck? I'm gonna be chattering like, I knew this place was fucky with time, but this is getting kind of weird.
What? Oh, interesting. That's quite the story. So
She's like, this is crazy. This is a crazy person.
I don't know what to do with this information that you have given me.
I mean, you asked.
So me, in the future, comes and talks to you. Seeks you out, knows who you are, treats you like a friend, and gives you the map?
Yeah, basically.
And do you have this map?
Not on me, no.
Do you think you can get it?
I mean, I guess it depends on what you want it for.
I kind of want to see if you're lying to me or not.
It's funny as she sent away the red guy with the map and then now wants the map.
Yeah. It's like, so wait a minute. I mean, I guess, but, I can get it. I guess we'll need it back. Like, I'm not giving it to you is what I'm saying.
You're not giving me the map that I gave to you.
Yes.
Huh. Well, step one, let's see if you can back up your story.
I mean, you asked. I don't really know why I need to prove it to you.
Do you not?
Do you think I can make up something this insane? This is so far-fetched.
Daddy, can I go outside to ride? It's too pretty, so free Ferdy.
Hold on a moment.
Can I go outside to ride? It's too pretty, so free Ferdy.
Who has the map currently? Out of character.
I
Rick?
do.
Yep.
That's why I think it's funny that she sent me away. No one's
Yeah.
thing that I had.
Oops.
All right. So just finish that one page and okay.
Alrighty then.
All right. Sorry. Where were we?
She wants me to go get the map,
Yeah.
and Rick currently has the map.
Okay. And so, what are you gonna do?
I mean, I guess I'll explain to her that I told her earlier I don't currently have the map on me.
I
I
understand
so I'll have to
that.
get it from
Right.
someone else.
Go get the map.
Yes,
The map.
but
it's
I
the map. It's the map.
the map. It's the map.
Sorry.
And she recasts greater invisibility.
Okay. I guess I'll make my way back to the camp. I mean, is Orstat still awake?
Mm-hmm. He
I'll
would
ask
be awake.
him-
He would have turned at some point, and he was all right. Done with the flower thing.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, let's head back then.
All right.
I went ahead and sent Rick to bed. He was, well, he's had a long day. You can tell.
Yes, he
it's
has.
definitely starting to affect his mental state.
I see. All right. And then, where'd he go?
I didn't really stay. I said I would stay back here and make sure you made it back to camp fine. I'm sure he's just anywhere.
Okay. I'll tap or I'll pat Orstat on the shoulder. I'm like, you should head to bed too.
You're probably right. Actually, look, we were counting on having, 3 people on the watch. I'll go ahead and... Oh, no. Because Rick was going to head to bed. Yeah, you're right. I'll just head off myself as well. If you need me for something else, wake up someone else instead.
Yeah, I will.
Someone who didn't have a building collapse on them, preferably.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he gives you a clasp on the shoulder, heads off to bed.
Good. And I will go and try to find Rick.
Which you managed to do without too much problem. Rick, would you have gone to bed? Would you have tossed and turned? What?
I'm not sure if I would be asleep yet. I'd probably be waiting to hear the guts comes back. Because I was really worried. I was kind of worried about it.
All right. 2:30,
So
3:30.
I'd probably have tossed and turned.
All right. So you're still awake by the time that Guts comes and finds you.
Oh, good. You made it back.
Yeah, I'm fine.
What
Uh,
was going on back there?
Like I said, I just need a little bit of time to myself, and the flower was kind of soothing. I do have a favor to ask, though.
What is it?
I was thinking about it, and I think there's something kind of strange about the map, that lady gave us. Do you mind if I take a look at it really quick?
Strange about the map?
Yeah, but I can't quite put my finger on it.
I'd pull out the map and I may not hold on to it because Guts has been acting pretty weird, but I'd pull out the map.
She better be right behind me, because if I don't get that map, I ain't going for it for a third time or a second time.
What do you think's weird about it?
I'm just gonna study it for a little bit and kind of like put my finger on my forehead and kind of scratch and be like, I don't know, but something's bothering me about it. I can't. Hmm.
I think you're just acting weird. That I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I mean, it seems to be pretty accurate by what I've looked at it over the past while I've been exploring. And then I put the map away.
Like, you're right. I think a lot of near brushes with death might be getting to my head.
Yeah, maybe you just need a rest.
Probably. All right. Good night.
Good night.
I don't know. I'll leave wherever Rick is sleeping, and go and try and find a secluded area to sit.
I mean,
I'm gonna be paying attention to where she's going.
Guts is acting kind of weird, and you do see where she goes off to. But that is the only thing you notice.
If she gets too far away, I'm gonna. Well, I'm not sure if I'm very good at it, but I'm gonna try and sneakily follow her. Because this is just too weird. I don't think that's very stealthy, but well.
Clank, 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 clank.
Try and follow her stealthily.
Okay.
Bust into a wall and shake the knives on my belt.
Mm-hmm. So Guts, where do you go?
Well, is there any place like closer to here that's kind of close to Zoosh and Vex, and I guess Sue? It could just be like little alcove or like an abandoned house.
Vex actually would have gone back to sleep too.
Okay. Someplace that not too many people are.
Not really.
I don't want to go back to the flower because that's gonna look weird.
I'll be following you because she's great and invisible.
That's what I mean. I
You
guess
could
I'll
have gone
whisper and
back
see.
to where
I
you
don't-
chatted with her earlier.
I could, yeah, but I don't want. Yeah, I mean, I can try and sneak over there.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me stealth.
We'll see if that works.
All right, so you're fairly confident in your abilities to stealth on over. You're hiding in shadows and all that kind of stuff, and you sort of get to the area where you were last talking with Naomi. After a little while, Rick comes forward.
So I did I not lose her? But
No,
still
you
got
definitely
through
would have
myself.
lost Guts eventually, but you saw in what general direction she was going before she started sneaking.
So I would have just gone that way.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I leave them thinking the tadpole.
After a while, Rick, you feel a hand on your shoulder, in a whisper, in your mind. What are you doing out here?
My friend has been acting very weird, and I just want to make sure she's all right. Really.
Very weird. Did she send you out here?
No, I don't think she knows I'm following her.
Interesting. She's not very trusting, is she?
No. Not really. I don't think so. It's hard to trust when
Well, hi.
we've been through so much.
I see. My name is Omi.
Omi?
Omi.
Omi
Give her a bear hug.
Blaze Court?
Yes.
Do you not remember meeting us? You knew who you were. We were. Oh, is this how you know who we are? Are we just meeting? Wow, man, this time thing's really weird.
Right. You're supposed to be giving me a map of some sort.
The map that you gave us?
Ironically, yes.
I actually have that on me.
Do you?
Yes. Can I see that it's actually you?
Can I see the map first? You understand, right? This is how I'm supposed to be trusting that you are who you say you are.
I can show you the map, but I will let you know I do have a very tight grip and flame for breath, so I've studied it for a while too, so I will torch it if you are not who you say you are. And then I pull out the map.
Don't know if you'd be able to burn this map.
Okay.
You
I
pull
still
out the
pull out
map,
the map.
and you definitely feel her tugging on the map. Do you hold on to the map, or do you let go?
They just rip the map.
Definitely hold on to the map.
I need
like,
to see the map. I need to have it in my hands to look over it and see if it is the map.
May I also hold on to it while you are holding it, because this is the kind of thing I don't want in the wrong hands. Because I can't even see you. But what can I do if you just try and run away with it?
Roll me... Gosh, what even would that be? Roll me a persuasion check.
Okay. Persuading. Persuaded? Shit, I don't think that's persuaded.
If this is the map, I really need you to trust me. It corroborates your friend's story about who you are. It is mostly the reason that your friend isn't a moderately sized smoking crater.
I'm a counter speller. She tries it.
Is Guts close? Are we close to Guts at this point in time? What was that, sir?
You don't know, unfortunately.
Okay. I'm gonna... Do I believe that she's on me? Yes. Yeah. I'll let her have the map.
Alright, you let her have the map, and the map disappears as she takes possession of it. You hear a gasp and sobbing coming from Omi. And she drops her greater invisibility. Her hands to her mouth, tears are from her eyes. This is the map. This is this map. And she pulls out another map in her other hand. And then she flourishes your map to you and says, "This is my map, but it's finished. The map is finished."
But are you out there making the map now.
I'm making the
And-
map. I'm making this map right now.
And we've already met you with the finished. This is amazing.
It's unusual, that's for sure. I don't know. I guess it's good that I finish it.
Yeah. I really don't know how to process this information. This is
I guess
something big.
it kind of doesn't turn out very well for me in the end, though, does it?
No, I don't believe so. Sadly,
Huh.
we showed up too late to save anything. We couldn't do anything about it.
Right. I mean, I get it. I was just a stranger to you at the time. You wouldn't intervene. It makes sense.
We actually tried to intervene. We just couldn't do anything. We would have been, if we had tried to stop anything, we would have had everyone up against us.
Well, wanting to intervene and trying to intervene are two different things.
I'm so glad to meet you in your pride, Mark.
Indeed, this is very interesting. I suppose it shouldn't be the most uncommon thing that I've seen out here, but it's fairly well up there in the listings. So, what happened back there with the trolls? I don't know where else to go, so we'll start at the most recent. I had set up traps all throughout their lair, used a artifact, cast a spell, suspended them in animation. Your friend was a little scarce on the details.
Well, would
The next thing I know, all of my wards are being tripped. And I come to find you lot fleeing from it, and it collapsing. Most of the trolls not dead.
yeah, we kind of got overwhelmed. There were a few mistakes. A few of the traps that you had set up may have blown up and started the place to collapse. When we realized that we couldn't win the fight, we decided to fully collapse it.
Huh. You got caught in the traps meant for the trolls?
Yeah, but
And you can tell
The-
at
the
this
first-
point she's obviously hiding a smile behind her hand.
the first one was admittedly my fault. I did not see the tripwire. I just wandered in. I didn't expect the place to be trapped. The other one was not my fault though. As we were trying to escape, someone was running and didn't check for traps.
Right, I see.
When you say you used an artifact, was that the house and cart setup? Did you have anything to do with that?
No, that was something of their own doing. I'm referring to this. And she pulls out a small pendant with an eye in the center that happens to be looking around.
Where did that come from? That is beautiful.
Well, thank you. I came across it some time ago, mostly by happenstance.
Does it always look around?
Yes.
Can it talk?
Well, no, it's an eye. It doesn't do anything related to its form, by the way, but it can be used to send things in sort of a state of suspended animation for some time, depending on various triggers being met.
Does the name Me ring any bells?
Me is not really a name, so no.
Okay.
You all probably have a lot of questions. Why don't you sort of gather up everyone? Obviously not the townsfolk, but you all.
Yeah. That sounds like a good plan. I don't think from what we last saw, I'm not sure how the townsfolk would react to you.
Well, right. I kind of got the gist that it would go fairly poorly.
Yeah, because they're following our timeline. That they were there. They watched the event happen.
She puts a hand on your arm and says, I've been out here on my own for a long time. I get the time thing. You don't really need to explain it to me.
Do you think that necklace of yours might have something to do with how we meet you in your future but our past?
She shrugs. It could be any number of reasons. There are lots of anomalies out here. I could fall in one in the future, and then be thrown back into the past, finish the map, come back to see you. That would be my most running theory.
Did she at any point give the map back, or?
She would still have it in her hands. She would mostly be looking at it.
I'd ask her if she wanted to copy anything off it, and to continue her adventure and keep looking to try and make the map herself.
She looks very thoughtful for a moment, and then says, no, that would probably not work out the way one would intend. And hands the map back to you.
But yeah, I'll put it away then. And I thank her for handing it back. I'd then kind of yell out to Guts. I'd Gat, see you
I'll be
still around?
right
Did
back.
you wander off too far?
Using the restroom for 30 seconds or so.
I assume I'll hear that and I'll wander back. Yeah. I was just sitting alone for like however long you guys were talking.
Because you went off to go find Omi again, and then she came to talk to me.
Yeah, I was like, maybe that's no.
That's what I was thinking. Would you have like kept walking and looking for her, or would you have like stopped a wee bit out?
I mean, I probably would have stopped where we were last time and just kind of were like sit there and be like, hello, hello.
But yeah, I'm not sure if you would have actually seen me, because I mean I did roll a 9 for stealth, but I'm not sure if you actually looked for me. So it might be surprising to you still that I'm out
Yeah,
here.
I'm sure. I'm sure it'll be a surprise.
Alright, I'm back.
So yeah, if I do yell out to Guts, would she be close enough to hear?
Yeah.
Would it come to a bit of a shock as to her that I was out here? We were just talking about that, because I rolled a 9 for stealth, but she didn't actually actively look for me.
What's your passive perception, Guts?
Oh,
Question, let me check.
it's probably more than
I'm willing to bet it's more than 9.
17.
Yeah, there you go.
wow.
So I noticed.
Uh-huh. You would have probably been at least aware of some of the conversation, depending on how close you were. Perhaps you were still playing it quiet, perhaps you were doing whatever, but yeah.
Well, I guess I'll wander on over. Be all casual like.
Have you? It's actually her cat.
I know. It's very confusing. It hurts my brain.
She hasn't even finished the map yet.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
We've got the finished map. She's got a half-finished version.
Huh.
We talked about it. We were gonna gather up all of our party, not the townsfolk, to have a conversation about it. We don't want to bring the townsfolk because of what happened back in the day.
Yeah, that's understandable.
This is. But yeah, I think we should at least talk to the rest of the party about this. What will you do for the meantime, Omi? There could be a period of time. Everyone is resting at the moment. Yeah.
I'll follow along. I'll meet you sometime tomorrow. I mean,
Very good.
as I mentioned, I'll follow along from a distance. I'm
Very good.
a fairly accomplished mage.
I will let all of the people with us know to just we'll just pretend to go to sleep on our next rest. We'll come out and meet you off somewhere again.
Sure. We can all meet up somewhere around your third watch or so.
Yes, that sounds good. We can schedule it so all the townsfolk are asleep.
Mm-hmm. All right, and with that, she sort of nods to you, good night, and again casts greater invisibility. And would go off on her own.
I'd head back to town. At this point, I would be wanting to get a rest though. I'd probably be feeling pretty tired.
Yeah, you know, I think this is getting close to where we would normally end. So I do believe this is where we're gonna end stuff.
But on last note, good news, guys. Guess what's out on Steam now?
What's out on Steam now?
Old school RuneScape. Yay.
Never really played it, but you know, I'm happy for you.
You can play new and old school now. How fun.
Could get that old banging sea shanty too.
All right. I think, like I said, we're gonna go ahead and end there. If you haven't been watching, if you have been watching, thank you for watching. And if you haven't been watching, you should have been watching.
Yeah, you weirdos.
There's a lot of things unanswered and a lot of mysteries up in the air, but you know, we never really figured out any of our scheduling stuff, so
Oh yeah,
this is it.
forgot about that.
Somewhat anticlimactic, somewhat fitting in the theme of leaving things unknown and unsaid. But yeah, I had a good one. I hope you all have a good day, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
We really do suck at talking about stuff. Bye.
We honestly do.